Solve the following problem graphically. Minimize and maximize, and we are given this function to be optimized. The objective function is z is equals to 3x plus 9y. Subject to the constraints, these are the constraints. The first constraint is x plus 3y less than or equal to 60, x plus y greater than or equal to 10, x less than or equal to y, and these are non-negativity constraints, basically saying that x should be greater than or equal to 0 and y should be greater than or equal to 0. And then because of these constraints, what I have here is just the first quadrant of the graph. And as they are asking us to solve it graphically, we will plot the inequalities on the graph, and we just have to worry about the first quadrant because x and y, they are both non-negative. So let me go ahead and plot the first inequality. The first inequality is x plus 3y less than or equal to 60, and let's think over it. First of all, I can consider it as an equation instead of an inequality. This I can consider it as x plus 3y is equals to 60, in which case I can see that I can see 2 points lying on that line very clearly. When x is 0, then 3y should be equal to 60, or basically y should be 20. So I have that when x is 0, y should be 20. So if I look at the graph here properly, I can plot this 0 comma 20 will be one of the points on the graph. And if let's say y is 0, then in that case x will be equal to 60. So when y is 0, x is equals to 60. So if I were to make the line of this equation, so that would be something like this. If I were to, yeah. And since we want x plus 3y less than or equal to 60, what we have to go do is we have to consider the region beneath this line. So you can check that using any candidate point. A good candidate point is always the origin 0 0. Does 0 0 satisfy this inequality? So let's see, if x is 0 and y is 0, this is equal to 0, and which is indeed equal to less than or equal to 60. So yes, 0, the origin lies in the region, and therefore we have to go below this red line. But that is about the first inequation. Similarly, we can plot the second inequation. For that, let me take a new color. Let me do it in okay. Let me do this one in yellow. This was in yellow, and let me do the other one in another color. Let me do this in green. So this just says x plus y greater than or equal to 10. And again, when x is 0, y is 10. So my graph will go through this point, and when y is 0, x is 10. So my graph will go through these points. So if I were to plot it carefully, the line would be something like this. And again, since it is greater than or equal to 10, I have to go above the green line. And you can even check with a candidate point. You can check that 0 comma 0 doesn't satisfy this, because 0 plus 0 is not greater than or equal to 10. So this point should not, the origin should not be in the region, and therefore we have to be above the green graph, the green line. Finally, let me do the last inequality in a new color. Let me do it in blue. X is less than or equal to y. First of all, I can consider the equation x is equals to y, for which I can say that the graph goes through 0 0, and in fact it goes through any point whose x and y coordinate are same, because x is equals to y. So what this graph is nothing but any point that I can have a 5 comma 5, a 10 comma 10, 15 comma 15. I can have a 20 comma 20, and so on. So this is a line. This is in fact an infinite line. So let me put an infinite line over there. And now we have to worry about the inequality. X is less than or equal to y. And one way to think about it is again using a candidate point. I can check for whether this 0 comma 5 satisfies this. So if x is 0, y is 5, and yeah, it indeed satisfies, because 0 is less than or equal to 5. So this 0 comma 5 should be in the picture, should be in the region. So I have to be above this blue line. And of course, because of these non-negative constraints, I'm already in the first quadrant. So what the region that I have, because of all the constraints, is actually just this region. So it is just this region. Okay, let me do that in another color. Do that in pink. So it is this region. And if I were to plot, if I were to shade the whole region, let me do it with this. this is the shaded region that is represented by all of these inequalities. And now we have to worry about the candidate point. The candidate points are nothing but the vertices of this feasible region. So if one way to find the vertices is to eyeball it, and that would be helpful, but technically speaking, you will have to solve the inequations, or rather the equations simultaneously, to get the coordinate of the vertices. And you can check yourself that, let's see, I'll do it in another color. You can check using the yellow and the blue equations, that this point is represented by 15 comma 15. So this point is sorry, this point is 15 comma 15. You can see this point is 5 comma 5. Again, you can find that by solving the blue and the green equation. This point is obviously 0 comma 10. It is nothing but the y-axis along with this green line, so it is 0 comma 10. This point is 0 comma 20. So these are my candidate points, these are my vertices of the feasible region. And now what I have to do is worry about the objective function at these points. So if I were to look at my objective function once more, it is 3x plus 9y. So let's do it at this point first. Let me do it in another color. Let me do it in green. If x and y are both 15 and 15, then 3x would be 45, I guess. And 9y would be, let's see, it would be 135, I think. So if I were to add those two up, I would get a 180. So the objective function here evaluates to 180. At this point, it evaluates to 180. Let's see, at this point, 5 comma 5. If x is 5, 3x is 15, and 9y would be 45, which gives a sum of 60. So here z is equals to 60. At this point, 0 comma 10, x is 0, so 3x would be 0, and 9y, y is 10, so 9y would be 90. So here z is equals to 90. And finally, at 0 comma 20, x is 0, y is 20, so 9y would be 180. And now we are in a position to answer the question that they've asked. The minimum value of our objective function, out of the 4 candidate values that we have got, we can see that the minimum is 60, and it is achieved at 5 comma 5. So if I were to write the minimum is z is equals to 60, and it is achieved at 5 comma 5. And the maximum value is, it's a bit interesting, because out of the 4 candidate values, the maximum is 180, which is achieved at 2 different points. And we know from the theory of linear programming problems that if the optimum value is achieved at 2 different points, then it will be achieved at all the points between those 2 points. So in fact, I can say that the maximum value is achieved at all the points between 0 comma 20 and 15 comma 15, and all of those maximum will evaluate to 180. So if I were to summarize it, my summary would be that the minimum is 60, which is achieved at this point 5 comma 5, and the maximum is 180, which is achieved at infinitely many points, starting from 0 comma 20 to all the way to 15 comma 15. So all of these points, in fact, I can shade that in. All of these points will give you a maximum of 180, and only this point gives you a minimum of 60, and we are done with the problem.